What up, dogs? Tejbz here, and to the face. So, today I will be doing a little video that is called How To, and we're gonna talk about how to snipe in Call of Duty, and some tips and tricks that are kind of unconventional that I think I just thought of, randomly, that I think, they actually kind of work good. So we'll start us off. We had a little quad feed. Yeah, that was a sick ass feed anyway. First of all, what you should do if you want to get better on sniping in Call of Duty, you should play other games like Halo. Why? Because in Halo you are literally constantly always aiming from your hip, and when you're aiming from your hip, you're really practicing your dead zone, like your aim where you're supposed to put the kills, like put the enemies when you're trying to snipe them in Call of Duty. I think it's a lot of the good, like if you're a good Halo player, you will be instantly kind of transferring those skills into other games. I definitely think that is a good set of skills to do. And for the next little tip I have to play in other games to get quickly good in Call of Duty is to play Geometry Wars. Why? Because Geometry Wars is amazing. It's super fun. It's fast-paced, and when you're playing Geo Wars, you are literally using like 360 degrees of your controller's thumbs, your analog thumbsticks, and that makes you actually practice your accuracy really well and fast. I told this to Boyish Tugboat, and he was like, "What? I'm gonna get better after playing playing Geometry Wars?" And he got. I know these are both of them are two Xbox, only games, but there are other alternatives. There's pretty much all games where you're moving 360 degrees when you're moving or aiming or whatever is actually really good. So there is substitutions, and if you have a suggestion, you can drop it in the comments. Maybe I'll add it for a next coming video. Alright, so let's talk about Twitch with semi-automatic. When you're talked about this in my previous how to video, when you're twitching, it's pretty much how fast you can put your aim over like an enemy when you're trying to kill him. And what I've noticed, this is actually some clips with the FAL. Although I have gotten it to be automatic with the full auto, click thingy where you can do that, the attachment. But I also told Boyish Tugboat, if you use the FAL, if you use any semi-automatic weapon when you're playing Call of Duty, you will get so much better so fast, because you gotta tap the firing button a lot, and when you have just blocked out that you're actually tapping the button to fire, your skills will kind of transcend. When you're using a gun that you only have to hold down to shoot with, or like a sniper, your Call of Duty skills are gonna go up rapidly. I said rapidly in a weird way now, but you can see, when I started out using the G3 in Call of Duty 4, unfortunately I couldn't find any clips on any hard drives of Call of Duty 4 G3 action. My skills with the M40A3 really get up, so I definitely think using a semi-automatic weapon on Call of Duty will be a really good practice. Alright, when you are sniping in Call of Duty, you also gotta be very careful when you or smart, I guess it's the word I'm looking for, when you're actually shooting. If you see a lot of enemies, you gotta make sure that you take out the guy that is closest to you. You can see in this clip, I have a guy coming towards me, strafing up, and I kind of stay behind cover to take out the other guys that are in the most probably gonna try to take me out, or they are the ones that are likely to actually succeed in taking me out. You have to shoot them first, and that is just something you gotta practice. I would say playing a lot of Geometry Wars will be good for that too, because you really start thinking really fast. Alright, in the most recent Call of Duty we have Black Ops 2, and sniping in Black Ops 2 is definitely not as easy as in Infinity Ward games. What they've done is that when you're aiming down the sight in Black Ops 2, this clip is actually pretty nasty with the ballista. Boom. You can notice that if you compare it to other Call of Duties, when you're aiming down the sight with a sniper rifle and a scoped rifle, yeah, it doesn't change that much. It's kind of the same length or draw speed when you're like zoom in sensitivity is what I'm looking for. But when you play Black Ops 2, you can notice that the sensitivity when you're aiming, not aiming down the sight, and when you're actually aiming down the sight with the scope weapon is very, very different. And that just takes a lot of practice, but it's good to know what the difference is, so you can actually, you know, start maybe lowering or making your sensitivity higher on Call of Duty. I would say I need higher sensitivity on Black Ops 2 just because of that. So anyway, you should just go out and kick ass. Leave a comment if you have more suggestions that I should bring up, and what do you guys do to get better. Now go out and kick some ass, and I will see you guys soon. Don't forget to drop a like button on this series as well.
Come on, son.